Hi, this is Mrs. Clark, and here is a quick review of how to find slope from a graph. So first example we have here, we're trying to determine the slope of a line. And it says, show your work on the graph using the sketch pad. So here I have a line given to me with 2 points here that I can use to find my slope. So if we remember, slope is rise over run. So if I'm trying to find the rise over the run, then I need to just count how many do I rise, how many do I run for this line from point to point. Okay, so rise over run, when I say that, that's a fraction. First thing to remember is slope is always written as a fraction. Okay, so to look at how much I rise, how much I run, I'm going to go from this left point to the right point. I'm going to actually do that using the sketchpad tools here. I can use this line, or you can just use the pencil and draw it. It's a little easier for me because I have the mouse to use the line tool. But I'm just going to mark how much I go up and how much I go over using this little triangle. And then I'm going to count them. So I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my rise is 5. And my run is one box. So I'm going to write it as this fraction over here. It's going to be 5 over 1. Okay. And then notice this says here correct and has an X. If I put the right answer in here, this should change to something else to let me know that I got it correct. So 5/1 is what I'm going to enter in here for my slope. And I got a thumbs up, so I know that's correct. All right, let's take a look at this next example. So here's an example of a line where there aren't any points. So if there aren't any points on the line, then I have to choose the points myself. So I want to choose those lattice points that we talked about. I want to look on the line to see if I can find a place where the line crosses with the corners of these boxes really nicely. So usually I just follow down the line and try to find a location where that happens. So 2 locations, so I can count from one to the other. So let's see. I'm going to follow down this line, and the first place I'm going to see where it crosses nicely is here. So this is going to be my first place for a point. Okay. And then I'm going to follow down some more. And then here looks like another good place. All right. So I'm going to count from this point to this point. This time it's going down. So I'm falling down. So instead of a rise, it's a fall. And then a run to the right. So how many did I fall? How many did I run? Anytime I fall, I got to remember it's a negative. So that's 3 boxes I fell. I'm going to put -3 so that I don't forget that it's a negative slope. And then I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this one, it's going to be rise over run or fall over one and run. Fall over run in this case. So it's going to be -3 for my fall and 4 for my run. So I'm going to type that in the box here. -3/4. I got my thumbs up, so I know I'm correct. Okay. One note quickly, if you are working in Desmos and doing these like autocorrect practices, if I were to get a slope that needed to be reduced, for example, if this slope had come out to -6/8 instead of -3/4, so say I had this, if I don't reduce it, it's still going to tell me that I'm correct if I go to put it in here. So you'll notice here, -6/8. It still gets marked correct, but it's not reduced. It's not simplified. So it's not going to tell you whether you're simplifying it or not correctly. It'll just tell you if you have the right slope. So just something to keep in mind that you need to simplify them. On a test, you would need to simplify this down to -3/4 by dividing by 2 on the top and bottom. In this practice, you won't know. It won't remind you if you haven't simplified. All right, thank you for watching. Good luck on your practice.